Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is Audit Defender. I just wanted to introduce myself for a few minutes and kind of give you a little overlook of what is to be expected from this channel. I feel like I have found a treasure trove of these little bootlickers, iPad kids who don't understand the complexity yet because they're so young and they're so naive and their brains have not even developed to understand what they're talking about, and I'm here to expose that. I'm going to show you a lot of these so-called frauditor channels have no idea what they're talking about. And for this first video, I am going to go over this guy I found. His name is Frauditor Troll.
Turn around and look at this piece of shit.
So this guy, Frauditor Troll, is so unintelligent in his responses and his take on these auditors that he can really only go to physical attributes. He can only say, "Oh, there's this fat guy. This guy's disgusting." Comparing him to Jabba the Hutt, um, just horrible, nasty, vile opinions that have nothing to do with what these auditors are doing and what they are trying to accomplish. Check this out.
Welcome back, everybody. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at Georgia Transparency as he gets removed from a public office and trespass and absolutely humiliated. I mean, this video is glorious. At the end of the video, he is seething, saying he's going to file a lawsuit, and we all know none of that is going to happen. So without further ado, enjoy the video. So the video starts with him promoting this channel, a musician, and I'm sure the guy is great, although being associated with Georgia Transparency isn't a good look for your channel, because Georgia Transparency is one of the most disgusting frauditors out there, and that says a lot because they're all disgusting. So yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you, boy?
So as you can already see, we're barely into the video and he's done nothing but criticize the way he looks, the way he is. There's no criticism about the auditing that he's doing. There's nothing. It's just this guy is disgusting, and just like all auditors, he is disgusting. And how dare he promote a friend's business, a friend's career, a friend's talent? How dare he even associate himself with somebody, because now all of a sudden this person that he's trying to promote is going to become associated with this disgusting, horrible person. Like, bro, calm down. Let's get to the facts of the matter. What is this guy doing in this video that's got you so twisted up?
You picked this stupid motherfucker.
So this next part, this auditor, he's giving a narrative about what transpired that day. He is telling the audience what happened in a third person perspective. And this idiot, this child frauditor troll wants to give the opinion that it is coming off egotistical, that the only reason anybody would read a narrative in the third person about themselves would be egotistical and narcissistic. Clearly, he's never listened or paid attention in school and realized that this is a very basic element of storytelling is third person. It doesn't matter that he's talking about himself or referring to himself in third person. He is also the narrator.
So I'm sure you guys realize exactly what I was talking about. He is referring to himself in the third person. And honestly, that is insane. That is nuts. If you are referring yourself in a third person, that means that your ego is so inflated, your head is so far up your own asshole that you have completely lost touch with reality.
Hey, moron!
If I ever start referring myself in a third person and I say, oh, Frauditor Troll did this and Frauditor Troll did that, please unsubscribe to the channel immediately. Please, because that will mean that I have completely gone insane and I'm smelling my own farts, much like this guy. But luckily, that will never happen. Anyways, let's get to the video.
Maybe?
Ma'am?
Maybe?
Oh no, ma'am. Just taking some picture and video. That's all. Yeah.
What are you looking for?
Oh, just like the public areas here.
The public area?
Yeah. Just like right out here. Yeah, that's it.
We don't mind you making videos right here, but do not do it through that window.
Oh no, I'm not going back there.
No, you're not. You do not need to video through that window.
Oh.
Here we go, folks.
Alrighty, folks, and here it is, the dreaded Karen, the granny that's gonna save everybody's feelings and privacy. This is how it always starts, with some little old lady or some little man sitting behind a counter thinking that they can dictate exactly what this guy can and cannot do, even though there's already laws and rules and regulations telling him what he can and can't do, and he is fully aware of what he can and can't do.
Through that window.
Oh, of course I can. Anything I can see in public.
I can fix that though.
Well, like, what do you mean?
Can I help you?
Sir, can I get your name?
Yeah.
Can I get your name?
Oh yes, ma'am. Can I get yours, please?
My name's Kay Allen.
My name's Russ.
Russ, what's your last name, Russ?
Oh, just Russ is fine.
So this guy is a massive creep. You can tell just at the look at his face. Look, he has these big orange eyes. He's drooling at the mouth. He loves this way too much. And I've been telling you guys this for a while. I think that Russ is getting some type of sexual gratification out of berating these women, because he always targets women. It's not men. He specifically looks out for women and berates them, and you can hear he's breathing heavy, almost like when Dexter kills someone in the show. If you ever watched Dexter, he's really getting off this feeling. I mean, look at him. He's a sick individual.
That was the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
What in the hell is he talking about? It's not this dude's fault that most positions in city government are filled with little old ladies, and that it's not really a job that handy, capable people take. It's not his fault that he can't breathe all the way that you think he should breathe the right way just because he's breathing hard. What if he has asthma, you idiot?
You should not have been videoing through that door.
But I didn't go back there.
It doesn't matter.
But I can look through it.
No. You won't be anymore.
All right, so now we're starting to get into the reason why this little old lady is freaking out, because he recorded through a window in a door that he was not allowed to be behind of. This office has a door that's restricted to anybody entering the door, but yet they have a window into the door. So if this man wasn't standing there with a camera looking through the window, everything would be fine. But who's to say that that man doesn't have photographic memory? What's to say that man doesn't have a pen and a piece of paper writing down everything he sees through that window? There's no reason for these people to act this way. They only do it because they feel like they have the authority to tell people what to do.
What's her problem, ma'am?
This is a state office.
Of course it is. Funded by the U.S. taxpayers.
Concerns you.
What's your name, ma'am?
I'm not telling you my name.
I told y'all my name.
I'm not telling you my name, though.
Why?
I have that right. Because I don't know who you are.
I told you my name's Russ.
So now player 3 comes in and decides to throw her attitude into the ring and say that she has the right to privacy while participating in her role of a public official. She is a public official who is working as an employee of the city. She has no right to privacy while she is assuming that public role. Yes, she has privacy in her home and in her life, but not in her official capacity as a public official. All of her information is a request away. Yes, she can be rude and vindictive and not give her name out, but it's not because she has a right to not give out her name. She actually has an obligation to identify who she is, what her position is, and why she feels she has the authority to tell this man what he is and isn't allowed to do inside his building.
I don't know where you're from.
I work here, so.
Well, you work for the people,
So?
paid by the people. So why do you have to know where I'm from and everything, but I don't have to know where you're from? Well, I asked you your name and you said you don't know where I'm from. But I don't know where you're from either, though. So why is it okay for you but not for me? Why is it a one-way street?
I work here, so they know who I am.
Okay, and that's fine. That's fine. They can know who you are.
This guy's behavior is extremely concerning. I mean, he's just standing there and he's completely out of breath. And that's because he's getting overly stimulated by harassing these women. I told you guys, this guy is a real freak. He's getting off from this. It's so obvious. I don't understand why people would subscribe to this guy and enable this deranged behavior.
This guy is as smart as he is ruthless.
Here we go again about the guy being fat. We get it. The guy's fat. The guy's big. He can't breathe very well. Wah, wah, wah. What is that even? How does that even equate into this guy getting off on anything, on having any kind of gratification, on trying to flex his rights, on trying to display his God given ability to be in the building that he pays for and to do what he's allowed to do despite what other people think he's not allowed to do. And all you can say is that he breathes heavy, so he must be getting off. He must be having a power trip. What if he's got stage 4 lung cancer, you fucking moron? What if he has a medical condition that doesn't allow him to breathe well? You fucking imbecile.
Any business here?
Who are you?
I'm Kalisha.
What do you do here?
I'm a supervisor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on a story.
What kind of story?
Freedom of the press.
Are you part of the press?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, we have clients that are visiting with their children.
That's fine. They can visit all they want to.
Well,
I'm not stopping them from visiting.
You can't videotape private areas because that's violating their privacy.
But I'm not in a private area. I'm in a public area.
But you're videoing where they're visiting.
The onus is on you to create that privacy.
Well, look, she is creating the privacy by removing the trespasser. It's not her fault that you don't want to listen. And that's why they are going to call the cops. And luckily, this time, the cops are going to take their job extremely seriously and remove this filthy piece of crap.
Like, how dare you, of all fucking people?
This troll has no idea what he's talking about whatsoever. You don't create privacy by telling other people to go away from me while I'm in public talking about private things. That's not how you create privacy. Privacy is created by taking those people that are wanting to be private back behind that door that you were so pressed about him recording behind that door where he can't hear them speaking. And if you really want privacy, take them farther back into the office, into a conference room. But these people in this public lobby, minor, adult, elderly, child, it doesn't matter. They are in a public lobby discussing things in public. If they want to discuss private matters, they need to go to a private facility, private accommodations, not an open lobby. I don't care what anybody has to say about that sentiment. This lady is not creating the privacy by telling this man he's not allowed to be in there doing what he's doing because somebody else is doing something that is completely against our rights as an individual. My right does not supersede your right. Your rights do not supersede my rights. You want privacy, go somewhere else that's not in public, where I can't see you, where I can't hear you, and where I can't write it down. Go somewhere that you can go, that you want to go, because I don't want to go. I want to sit here and record my public official doing what they're supposed to be doing. How dare you tell me that because what you're doing, I have to stop what I'm doing? That's not how this works.
Preach, brother! Yeah. Anybody could go up to that window and look in there. So why is it different for me?
Type of banter back and forth, but we're going to ask you to leave the premises because this is a private building.
She said it was state. She said it was a state government office.
It is a government office, but it is a private building. We pay rent here, so you can leave, or we can have law enforcement come.
Well, I'll go ahead and finish up my story and get up out of here. I wish you wouldn't call it law enforcement, because then that could bring.
You to leave because at this point you're trespassing because we've asked you to leave and you're
well,
not.
that can bring y'all into a federal lawsuit.
Well, we're asking you to leave, and you can leave, or we can have law enforcement come and handle it.
Well, I would prefer to finish up what I need to finish up, and then I'll get up out of here.
There's nothing to finish.
Yes, there, ma'am. You don't get to decide what my story is or when I finish my story,
no
though.
One's out there except for the people whose confidentiality
it doesn't matter if
violating.
Whose confidentiality.
Go ahead and call law enforcement.
You can't violate somebody's confidentiality in public.
All right, let's fast forward to when the cop shows up, because honestly, this cop is really doing it right. You have to remove these trespassers right away and immediately without negotiating. This is how it should be done every single time.
Another stupid opinion.
Hey, are you here for me? Oh, thank goodness you're here. I know y'all don't violate the rights of the people. Good, sir.
What's going on?
I don't want to answer any questions. I just want to be left alone to do my story in a public space, and then they're throwing a fit and everything. So I don't even know why you're here, and I don't think the Heflin Police Department. I don't think you're going to violate my rights, let alone anybody else's rights.
Sir.
I don't think y'all do that. So,
no, sir, you've got a right to record, but inside the building, this is their privacy, their area.
Oh, I'm not in the private areas.
You're not in the private area?
No, come here. I'll show you.
Windows or something?
No, come here. I'll show you what I did. Yeah, not a problem. And you do know that the Supreme Court's ruled there's no reasonable expectation of privacy while in public?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's only if I'm not in there. No. I'll show you where I went. And it's all documented on here too, so I'm not worried about it. They just kind of flipped out and stuff, and
sometimes people get sensitive over recording.
Yeah, it's all good.
Really, they flipped out. They see this massive creep that comes up on them and starts drooling around and mouth breathing extremely loud. Obviously, they are going to get creeped out, especially when the creep doesn't want to identify and doesn't want to say why he's there. And don't think that saying that you're a journalist working on a story is going to confuse anyone. One look at this guy and you can tell he's not a journalist. He shows up in flip-flops and in shorts. He looks like he just got out of bed. So obviously, that's not the real reason why he's there.
This guy is a lowlife?
Yes, they did flip out. They flipped out entirely for no reason. And how are you the arbiter for what a person of the press looks like? There is no press pass issued. There is no look to a person that is the press. It is a person that produces media and distributes it to the public. That is a member of the press, and there's no other definition for it. Just because he's dressing like a slob, just because he's not in slacks and a button-down shirt, doesn't mean he's not there to gather information to disseminate to the public. That is the whole point that he is there for.
Let me there.
Okay, so
this room here, this is it. I've gone nowhere past this room.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, I did. I went to the bathroom, but
okay, so
I shut my stuff down. Yeah, I haven't been anywhere else. I haven't passed these doors or anything.
Yes,
I've only been right in here, and she even said She said I have a that she even said earlier that he can record anywhere out here. I've not left this room.
Okay.
That's not what I said.
Yes, you did.
The only thing that I didn't care him filming out here,
Oh,
we didn't have.
this is what else I did too.
However, excuse me, I'm talking.
Oh, I'm so
He
sorry,
had
ma'am.
his video right up to that. That's our private area. We have children that could or could not be back there. It is very private. That's what started.
This is perfectly legal. This is legal. This is legal.
He's looking back in there saying, "What are those babies back there in a dirty room?"
Man, the onus is on you to create the privacy from public, not me.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be. Yes, sir. We did.
That's their right, sir.
So I have to leave?
Yes, sir. Off the premises. Now you can be on the street. You can do anywhere else.
Do you understand? Okay, we're going to do a formal trespass.
I will. If
I'm going to drag y'all.
We need to do.
I'm going to drag y'all into federal court
Well,
for
let me
this.
tell you. Let me do this. I have
She's
to.
requesting it, sir. So I thought.
I'm requesting it,
But
I do have to get it. If we need to do a formal one, I have to get it go through our director, and she's not here right now.
Okay.
But right now, I do want them off the property.
Okay. They want you off the property.
So if I don't get off the property, what'll happen?
You're trespassing.
But I mean, what'll happen if I don't leave is what I'm saying.
You'll be arrested, sir.
What would be the charge?
Trespassing.
Criminal trespass? Is that a felony or a misdemeanor?
Misdemeanor, sir.
Misdemeanor. Okay. Alrighty. And can I get your business card? I'll leave. I'm not refusing to leave or anything.
I appreciate
this is government property, which makes it
until that point where you did not have any right
But
to
I did-
video.
I didn't
And
go
don't
in
care
there.
If there's a window there, it will stay like that.
This lady is fantastic. You can tell she's standing on business, unlike Georgia Transparency, as he was about to run back to his car with his tail between his leg. But there's something interesting that he said. He said, is it a felony or a misdemeanor about the trespassing charge? Why doesn't he know that already? Isn't he supposed to be a constitutional lawyer, journalist, activist, news now? Wouldn't he know that trespassing is obviously a misdemeanor? Very strange that he doesn't know that.
Nobody.
No, this lady is not standing her ground. She is not awesome. She's not amazing. She's a Karen. She's somebody who can't mind her own business. If she would have left everything alone, he would have been in and out within probably 5 minutes. But because she wanted to stick her nose where it doesn't belong, it extended the confrontation. He asked the police officer if it was a felony or a misdemeanor because he wanted to see what the officer's reply would be. Yes, of course, he knew the answer to the question already. That's why he asked it, because if the officer would have replied in the wrong answer, that would have been something that he could have used in his lawsuit. It's called a rhetorical question. He knows what the answer is. The cop knows what the answer is, but the cop is required to reply with the correct answer or he would get in trouble. No, he was not running to his car with his tail tucked between his legs. He was requested by an officer to leave the property. He was asking what would happen if he didn't leave the property because he wanted to be told to leave under the threat of arrest, which is illegal. He was not breaking any laws. He wasn't breaking any rules. He was legally within his right to be in that building, and that officer telling him he needed to leave was illegal.
Ever have access to be able to view through that?
Nobody should. Nobody should.
You should. Well, you knowing that, you shouldn't have been doing it.
Nobody should. Ma'am, I'm a journalist. I
I
investigate
don't care
government.
who you are. I don't care who you are.
I investigate
if you didn't
government,
have children
ma'am.
back there, or we didn't have a case with you back there, you should have not been filming back there.
I didn't go back there.
I didn't say you went back there, did I? I did not.
Thank you for
said-
clarifying that I stayed in public. I appreciate that. So we're going to trespass me. Sergeant Nail, do you have a lieutenant available?
No, sir.
Do you have anybody above you?
No, sir. I'm the only one working right.
What about the chief? Is he at the office?
No, sir.
There's nobody here whatsoever.
I'm the only one working right.
So if I refuse to leave, then what jail will I go to?
Cleburne County Jail, sir.
I'm sorry.
Cleburne County.
Cleburne County Jail. Okay.
You don't even know where you're at.
So, alrighty. It doesn't matter, ma'am. You can't trespass people from public property without commission of a crime.
Until we get in touch with our director, and if she chooses to
Wow.
process.
All right. This chick is toast.
So just to catch us up a little bit, this lady has now admitted that this man has stayed in publicly accessible areas in the building. He has recorded through a window that nobody should record through, but her herself won't do anything to stop anybody with the ability to record through the window. But as you can also tell in the previous part of the videos, somebody has already taken the a piece of paper and put it over the window. There's not even anything you can see through the window. The window's blocked. There's nothing to be seen through that window. So, what really is the issue here? Is it the issue that he was recording a window that was blocked and could potentially record minors and children? Or is the issue that they didn't like the fact that he wasn't doing what they told him to do?
Prosecute you, we will do that.
You can't prosecute me.
Whatever we need to do to keep you off our property.
This is government property, ma'am. Everybody has a right to be here.
Please.
They want you off the premises, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay, all righty. Defendant 1, defendant 2. I filed federal lawsuits. I'm not. I sure will. Have a good day.
I appreciate your cooperation.
Nah, dude, you're a piece of man. You really are, dude. You didn't honor your oath today, man. It's public property.
This filthy journalist is so worried about monetization that he is muting the word shit. Look, Georgia Transparency, you can say shit as much as you want in your videos and your video will be monetized. Shit, 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 shit. It doesn't matter. These frauditors, man, I find it hilarious when they mute or they censor part of the arrest. It truly shows how they do not care about transparency and journalism, and it's all about grifting. I'm pretty honest with why I do YouTube. I want to make money and I want to roast dumbasses, but they pretend to be altruistic and to do this as a cause. So why are you censoring your quote-unquote journalism then? They're a total phony.
He's not editing his journalism. He's editing out a vulgar word that maybe he doesn't like in his videos. Maybe he doesn't appreciate the fact that he's cussing himself. Maybe he's trying to work on himself. There's so many reasons why he would take that out of his video, but he didn't edit the video. That's the point of it. He didn't edit out speech other than the one word. So it's not. Of course, he's worried about demonetization. This is his job. He's doing something for monetary value, but also altruistic value. What do you think a charity is, you fucking idiot? They get paid for what they do to collect money to help people out. That's all this guy is doing. He's trying to make sure that his journalism reaches as many people as possible on the only platform he's probably on. And that's because of the rules and regulations that he's bound to. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Have a good one. Oh. Actually, nah, y'all will find out later. Hey, you got a card? You got a business card? Where's the exit to the property? Where's the exit to the property? Where can I be? Where can I not
The
go?
parking lot is their property, technically, sir.
Okay, so I have to be in the road?
Yes, sir, that's public.
But what about the public easement where people walk at?
I mean, if you're right there by the road, it should be fine.
It should be, or will it be? Because you said it's their
You
property.
won't get any problems out of us if you're right there by the road, sir.
Okay, but I get problems for being in that public area.
That's their right, sir.
That's their right to
That
kick
is their
people
right.
out that they don't want in there from a government agency.
Yes, sir.
Who's y'all's police chief?
Ross McGlon, sir.
Ross
McGlon.
McGlon?
Yes, sir.
Ross McGlon. You ain't got no business card?
I don't, sir.
You don't? All right, have a good day, sir.
take
No worries. Have a good one.
The chances of this guy actually filing a lawsuit are slim to none. I would say maybe 1 or 2%. The chances of him winning that lawsuit, oh my God, you can't even quantify that with numbers.
And the chances of you not being a cuck soy beta boy is probably unfathomable.
Damn it!
So what have we learned here today, guys? That there is a vast majority of people out there in the world that have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. They put out this opinion like it's fact, like they know everything, and they sound fucking stupid. hopefully I can start showcasing this a little bit more. I'm really only doing this on my days off and between work. I really only get 2 days off a week, so it's gonna be very slow uploads for the beginning, but I'm hoping to kinda take off, kinda just do this in my spare time. And yeah, let's maybe like and subscribe the video and the channel, and we'll see where it takes off from. Thank you, guys.